Good afternoon. I almost wanted to say good evening, but good afternoon. We thank you. I should ask Pastor, are we live? Yay, okay. Good afternoon. I thank you guys for coming. We have a limited audience here of parents and some siblings here, and I'm really glad to see that. It's nice to do this in front of real people. And I'm thankful that we're able to actually put this on at all. Those of you who are joining us live, we're very thankful that you are here. Really, the 7th and 8th graders, our 7th graders, our 8th graders have been working on this for basically a year in one form or another. A year ago, they started with different parts. I think Kaylin's the only one who kept this part from last year. And then now we added a new 7th grade group. So they've been working pretty hard on this for the last several months, and it's actually been, they really nailed it the last few days, so that's really nice. So now I put a lot of pressure on them. All right, so in between this, they change scenes, so the light's really dim, so feel free to clap in between scenes. I should have told everybody that last year, why they're changing their scenes. So classic stories often have their characters make a journey. Greek and Roman myths have their heroes, such as Hercules, make journeys in which their characters accomplish real tasks leading to personal growth. Fables continue to follow this form, such as Beauty and the Beast's emotional journey that ends in mutual trust, respect, a true friendship, and finally love. The theme of the journey has been carried forward as seen in L. Frank Baum's The Wizard of Oz, where each character already had what they were looking for. They just needed the journey to realize it. Today's classics also have characters follow journeys as seen in The Lord of the Rings, the Narnia stories, Harry Potter, and even Star Wars. Today's folk tales that we are going to show you today have characters take journeys, and each character's wish journeys leads the characters to wisdom, and like Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion, they are led to understand that what they were looking for they already had. Now, we hope you will enjoy our production, and we thank you for your support. And so without any further ado, the 7th and 8th grade play, Be Careful What You Wish For.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I'll say, there's nothing more fun than granting people's wishes. So, how's it going?
Fine.
Dandy.
Couldn't be better. Why do you ask? No reason.
Trouble on your last assignment?
Who, me? Of course not.
Come on. You can tell us.
We're your fellow wish givers after all. It's nothing really.
Don't make us force you.
Just spit it out.
My lips are sealed. All right, you asked for it.
We wish you'd tell us.
Oh, come on. That's not fair and you know it.
Sorry, it's who we are.
We're all the same.
And none of us can say no to granting a wish, so fess up. Well, to be honest, the last assignment didn't go very well.
Did someone wish for something you couldn't provide?
Of course not.
Did someone use a wish to hurt someone else?
No, thank goodness. Well then, what happened? I had to undo a wish.
No way.
Really?
How awful.
Tell us all about it.
I'd rather not, if you don't mind.
We do mind.
Well, be honest. Has this ever happened to you? Have you had to undo someone's wish?
No way.
Not a chance.
Never in a million years. Oh well. Promise not to tell a living soul, especially Superintendent Grant.
Your secret's safe with us.
Nary a word.
Discretion is my middle name.
Come on, out with it.
Give us your big confession.
Don't make us make another wish.
It's you.
Hello, Superintendent Grant. We were just talking about you.
Ivan, Norbert, Malachi, Clarence, something flattering, no doubt.
Of course.
Naturally.
What else?
You always say, if you can't say something nice about someone, don't say it at all. I'll stop talking now.
Now, I want to introduce you to 4 new apprentice wish givers, Chico, Fibo, Brian, and Ansel. It's our hope that these 4 promising students will soon become talented wish givers like yourselves.
We wish you luck.
May your dreams come true.
May you achieve your heart's desire.
If you build it, they will come. Or something like that.
I'm sure they appreciate your encouragement. Now, I've given each apprentice an assignment to research a wish that was granted once upon a time. It was our hope that they could learn from the successes and failures of their predecessors.
Sounds like a good idea.
You could learn a lot from learning about what we've done. After all, that's where folk and fairy tales come from.
But it's not the same as actually going out into the field.
So much is open to interpretation.
Precisely. And that's why I've called the four of you here today for this convocation. To my surprise, these four industrious apprentices have identified some, shall we say, anomalies in some of the cases granted over the millennia. We were hoping you could shed some light on what actually happened.
Wait, you looked through our paperwork?
Without letting us know?
Uh-oh.
Anomalies? Aren't those some type of spiny little tidal pool creature?
That's anemones. And may I remind you that your reports are a matter of public record, for the stories of wishes granted are among humanity's greatest literary treasures.
I like to know we've made a difference.
In our own humble little way.
We live to serve.
So, what spiny little tidal pool creatures did you find in our reports anyway?
Oh, don't worry, there's nothing to be alarmed about. The apprentices just had a few questions about some of the wishes you granted. That's all.
So we're not in trouble?
Not at all.
And we're not going to get demoted?
Wouldn't dream of it.
What's done is done. Right?
Absolutely.
Are you going to give us a raise?
Not a chance.
So, what would you like to know anyway?
How can we be of service?
You name it, you've got it.
Just don't embarrass us, please.
Well, it appears that in all four cases identified by the apprentices, you granted wishes that were ultimately reversed. For various reasons, each one of you chose to undo wishes you granted and left people in the exact same situation as before.
What? All of us?
What can I say?
It happens.
It's not a big deal. Why get so upset about it?
Not a big deal. When you give somebody what they want most in life and then take it back,
Whoa, it wasn't like that.
You had to be there.
oh, we will be. We will be.
You mean we're going back?
To the scene of the crime, so to speak.
Great. Witnesses. Just what we needed.
Would you all relax? You're not being disciplined. I'm sure you handled the situations appropriately. I just want the apprentices to benefit from your experience. So let's jump right in, shall we? 5-0, you've been covering Eastern Europe. That's your district, isn't it, Ivan?
Yes. In which case exactly was it I wanted to review? As if I didn't know.
First of all, let me say an honor to meet you at last. I've read all of your files.
Gee, thanks, Eve. In which one in particular file you're at?
The nearsighted gardener. In a small village near Barousse lived a very happy but terribly nearsighted gardener.
Thank you, my dear.
The gardener loved his wife very much.
He thought she was the most beautiful person in the whole entire world.
Is there anything you do to help?
No, thank you, Efron. Your breakfast is ready.
Excuse me, Malowski. Is there any milk to pour my forge this morning?
Yes, dear, just to your right.
Thank you, Shayna.
So, what are you gonna do today?
Oh, I thought I would be in the garden.
That's a good idea.
It's particularly lovely today.
Do I? Why, thank you.
Your skin is white as milk and your teeth as bright as the sun.
Oh, you flatterer. What does it matter that you can hardly see a hand in front of your face? I appreciate the compliment just the same.
She loved her husband very much because he was a good man.
And every morning he had a kind word to say.
I'll wash the dishes. You go ahead and work in the garden. I'll come get you when lunch is ready.
Now, where did I put that ring? There you are, anxious to get to work, eh?
The gardener was especially proud of his flowers. He clipped and straightened them in perfect straight lines. He's especially proud of the petals, how they are exactly the same. He tended the earth around each stem, working straw manure into the soil.
But while he was working, he forgot altogether how poor his eyesight was. But he had a loving wife, a beautiful garden,
And a very friendly neighbor who came to visit every day.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mo. You're a bit early today. You usually skip back for lunch.
I'm just on my way back from town. Look at the size of the bananas I bought.
Well, yes, that's certainly a wonderful banana.
Banana? No, there's a whole bunch of bananas here. Probably 6 or 7. See?
Yes, sis, I met a bunch of beautiful bananas.
And have you ever seen such a plump, tasty-looking chicken as this one?
What?
Chicken!
Oh, why, yes, it certainly looks wonderful.
I also bought a turkey. Do you think this turkey's bigger than the chicken?
It's hard to say. They're both beautiful birds. Why are you laughing?
Laughing? I'm not laughing. I'm just sighing with thought of how delicious it all will taste.
Oh,
Well, I better get back home now. I want to start cooking this beautiful chicken. I'll come back later.
I don't understand it. She told me she had chicken, and I didn't smell chicken. And I know what chicken smells like. And I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but I couldn't tell if the turkey was bigger or the chicken. And I couldn't even see the turkey or the chicken. And I sure didn't see this ring. I think my eyesight's bad. I think I'm almost blind. It's hard to see what my neighbor shows me and my wife. She's in there washing dishes all by herself because whenever I try, I end up breaking them. I can't clean the house because I can't see her. And I'm sure she would like some help sometimes, but she never complains. Being able to see didn't bother me this much, but now it's become a huge problem.
The gardener was no longer a happy man.
He found no joy in tending his garden.
He was ashamed of his nearsightedness and how his wife had to take care of him every day.
He didn't want to tell his neighbor for fear she would make fun of him.
I wish I could see little things if they're up close. I wish I could see little things if they're only 2 fists away from my face.
And that's when I stepped in. The gardener never asked for much before. What would be harm in giving everyone a wish? Oh, mano, neno, do monte, wala, what's the
Neighbor, come here. I've got something to tell you.
Hold your horses. Can't you see I'm coming from a long way off? One's so important.
Your house has termites.
Termites? How do you know?
I can see them. They've almost eaten all the way through the support beam.
See them? That's a good one. How can you see termites from my house from all the way over there?
Of course I can see them, as if they're only 2 fists away from my face.
He means to play a little joke on me. Could he have known the fun I've been having with him all this time? Well, I'll think I'll be a good sport and play along. Why, thank you. I'll go home right away and fix my roof. I'll hate to have my house fall down in the next big storm.
With that, the gardener went to go take a nap and completely forgot about the gardener's warning. And when the next big storm hit, her house collapsed. That's what comes from playing tricks on people.
But that's another story.
What has happened to my beautiful garden? The flower petals aren't in a straight line, they're crooked, and the soil, a little bit of the straw manure is sticking up out of them. The flower petals are completely different. How could I ever tell they're the same? And the bugs, crawling in the soil, disgusting, get out of my sight.
What's the matter? Why are you doing this?
Nothing is the way it's supposed to be. I hate my garden.
Come inside and have some lunch. You can fix it all after you've had something to eat.
How can you talk about lunch when you still have little bits of breakfast on your lips?
What do you mean?
On your lips, little bits of porridge on them. And your face, what has happened to your face?
Nothing is wrong with my face. What is wrong with you?
You never told me you had little hairs all over your face and your skin. How could I ever compare it to milk? And your teeth have yellow splotches on them. How disgusting this world is. Didn't you wash these dishes?
Of course I wash them. I always wash them.
They wouldn't be yours. I wash them. I can see the dirt on them as if they're only 2 fists away from my face.
I don't see any dirt on these dishes.
Then you are blind. My wish came true. I can see everything clearly now, and what I see makes me miserable. I have lost everything I had before. I wish I had my own eyesight back. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me.
Oh, mano, neno, mano,
Thank you. I must tell my wife.
Are you okay?
Never better.
Let me have a look at the bump on your head.
You may be the only one who can see, but I sure know it's there. Look at the stars.
What stars? It's daytime.
Oh well, I know how you feel.
Come inside and have some lunch. Afterwards, I'll help you fix your garden.
Before you lunch, can we watch the dishes together?
If you wish.
You surely are beautiful.
The end. And that's how the tale of the nearsighted gardener came to be.
Very good. Any questions, Feigl?
I guess not. Seeing how much happier he was before than after the wish was granted, I guess not.
So you wouldn't have done anything differently?
Nope.
Very good. I'd like to take a look at the next number. Chico, you were studying the Orient.
Correct.
That's my turn. Which one of my miracles of mercy would you like to critique? Now, Norber, I'm sure Chico doesn't wish to criticize.
Actually, I had a lot of trouble with your filing system. There's one in particular that pops up in Japan, China, and even India.
What can I say? Word gets around.
It's the one about the stone cutter.
What stone cutter?
There's more than one?
Oh, that stone cutter. So, what about it?
Well, according to your report, you granted him 4 wishes.
Actually, it was 5. So, what's your point?
Isn't that a bit excessive? 5 wishes and he ended up back where he started?
So?
So, couldn't you get it right the first time?
Hey!
Watch it. That's our friend you're talking to.
Now, I'm sure if you take a closer look at all the events that transpired, all will be made clear.
I hope so. Geez, 5 wishes for one lowly stonecutter. A long, long time ago.
So long ago, in fact, that no one can quite recall whether it happened in India, China, or Japan.
There lived a lowly stonecutter who worked all the livelong day in the hot sun, cutting stone blocks from a rocky crag.
Man, it's hot. And stone cutting is hard work. I hope you're happy up there.
Yep.
Oh yeah? Why don't you just come down here? Let's see how much you like working in the hot sun all day long.
I'm fine.
If I could, I'd trade places with you in a second. I hate being the lowly stonecutter. I'm the bottom of the barrel, the scum of the earth, the least significant being that ever lived.
The stonecutter's self-esteem was at an all-time low.
Ha! Ah! Ah!
And that's when I decided to give the stonecutter a helping hand. Greetings, lowly stonecutter.
Who are you?
I am Norbert, and I'm here to grant your wish.
What wish?
Didn't you make a wish?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, if you could wish for anything, what would you wish for?
Wish for anything?
Anything.
Anything at all?
Absolutely anything.
Anything in the whole wide world?
Anything.
I had no idea.
Really, nothing comes to mind? Opportunities like this don't grow on trees, you know.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
What were you complaining about just now?
I don't recall.
Oh, for crying out loud! We were chipping away at that rocky crag over there, and the sun was beating down on you, and you were hot and tired and cranky, and you said,
Man, it's hot.
no, after that.
After that?
You looked up at the sun,
Suppose I did.
and you said,
Oh, right. Something about if I could, I'd trade places with you in a second.
do you mind? Right, so is that your wish?
It's what my wish.
Do you want to trade places with the sun or not?
Really? You could do that? Yeah. That would be kind of fun. The sun is the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
All you have to do is ask.
Okay.
So ask.
Oh, right. I wish I could trade places with the sun.
Done.
So that was wish number 1.
There, happy?
Sure. I feel radiant.
And so stonecutter might have lived happily ever after as the sun, except just then a cloud came by.
Hey, you, Fogface. Get out of my way. You block my view. I'm the sun. The most powerful thing in the whole wide world. Take a hike. Norbert!
Yes, is something wrong?
I thought the sun was the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
And
Turns out this cloud can block my view and ignore me completely.
so?
So I want to be the cloud.
Do you think that will make you happy?
If I was a cloud, no one could tell me what to do.
All right then, make your wish.
I wish I could trade places with the cloud.
Done.
So that was wish number 2.
There, happy? Don't push
sorry. And look at me, I'm free. I can go wherever I want. I can go out the sun if I want, or not. I'm the cloud, the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
And so, the stonecutter might have lived happily ever after as the cloud, except just then, the wind came up.
Hey, you, go hard. Quit your shoving. I'm the wind, the most powerful thing in the whole wide world. Norbert,
Yes, is something wrong?
I thought the cloud was the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
And
And it turns out this wind can push me around and run circles around me.
so,
So I want to be the wind.
do you think that will make you happy?
I was the wind. No, push me around. I would do all the shoving.
All right then, make your wish.
I wish I could trade places with the wind.
Done.
His third wish.
Whee! It's like a breath of fresh air.
Hot air is more like it. And so, the stonecutter might have lived happily ever after as the wind, except he didn't watch where he was going.
Whee! Oh! Hey! Who put that rocky crag there? No matter. I'll just float away. Whee! Oh! Come on.
Here we go again.
Looks like wish number 4 is coming up.
Norbert!
Yes, is something wrong?
I thought the wind was the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
And
Turns out this rocky crag can stop me cold, knock the wind right out of me.
so,
So I want to be the rocky crag.
do you think that will make you happy?
If I was rocky crag, I could just sit there forever and never worry about anything ever again.
All right then, make your wish.
I wish I could trade places with the rocky crag.
Okie dokie.
Yep, number 4.
Solid. I'm so massive. Surely now I must be the most powerful thing in the whole wide world. Doesn't get much better than this.
And so, the stonecutter might have lived happily ever after as the rocky crag, except just then, a lowly stonecutter came to work one day carrying his hammer.
Ouch! Hey you, pick and knock another rocky crag, will you? This one's taken. Ouch, that's smart. Norbert?
Yes, is something wrong?
I was wondering,
Yes.
how am I doing in the wishes department?
I think I can give you just one more.
One more?
And you better make it good, because this one is permanent.
One wish is all I need.
Alrighty then, what'll it be?
Well, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, I'd very much like to be the lowly stonecutter again.
What? I thought you wanted to be the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
Ouch, you can talk about this later.
Alright then, make your wish.
I wish I could be the lowly stonecutter again.
Done.
That's better.
And for the record, by your own request, you are exactly the same way you were before.
Really? I feel different inside.
I thought you wanted to be the most powerful thing in the whole wide world.
The way I see it, I am. I'm myself. And whether the sun shines or not, the cloud comes or goes, or the wind blows, I'm still me. Nothing can change that.
Well said. And does that make you happy?
Yes. Thank you, Norbert. Here, have a stone to remember me by.
Gee, thanks.
Sorry, it's just a rock.
It's a gift from a grateful stonecutter. That's worth more to me than diamonds.
Here, have another one. I got tons.
No thanks. One is plenty. Well, gotta go.
Okay, bye.
And so, the once lowly stonecutter, realizing that just being yourself makes you the most powerful thing in the world, lived happily ever after.
The end.
Very good. Any questions, Chico? Actually, I do. The stonecutter gave you a gift, but you didn't log it into the wish giver's treasury.
It was a rock.
And besides, we aren't supposed to accept gifts. Wish givers aren't supposed to grant wishes for our own personal gain.
It was a rock. I threw it away.
Even so,
I think we can move on now.
Oh, for crying out loud! It was a stupid rock!
Let it go.
hey!
That's not what I meant. Now shake hands, you two. Norbert, Chico.
It was a gift.
It was a rock!
Moving along.
Excuse me, Super.
Superintendent Grant.
Yes, Brown, what is it?
It's just the last one, the one about the stonecutter.
Yes, we're moving on.
It's just that,
Yes?
well, the anomaly that I reviewed had some similarities and yet some differences.
A lot of these have common characteristics.
Yes, but I was wondering if we could do my anomaly next, or your anomaly. All I did was research it.
Hey, you give credit where credit's due. I like that kid. You can go far.
Oh, I do hope so.
So, what do you say, Superintendent Grant? Shall we do mine next? I've got nothing to hide.
Indeed you don't. You showed remarkable restraint. I could have never been so patient.
Keep it coming, kid. I like a good compliment.
Well, perhaps we should see it first before Malachi swells up with pride and bursts. The last thing we need today is a supernova.
Aha, very funny. I'm not amused. So, which one will it be, kid? I'm guessing there's something fishy coming up next. Am I right or am I right?
You are so right.
One of my better moments, if I do say so myself.
And you do. All the time.
Yes, but I was wondering if we could do my anomaly next. About the fisherman and his wife. May I start the narration?
By all means.
Every day, the fisherman would bid his wife goodbye. Once upon a time, there lived a fisherman and his wife. How am I doing so far?
Fine.
The fisherman and his wife lived in a little hut by the sea.
Maybe I can step in a little bit here. All right with you?
Oh yes, in a little hut by the sea, there lived a fisherman and his wife.
Got it. As fishermen go, this one was pretty desperate. He didn't own a net, just a hook and a line. The few fish he caught were all that kept the couple going.
Oh, they must have suffered terribly.
And you'll learn, Brown, that the more people suffer, the more they wish for.
The more they wish for. Got it. Hey, where are you going, Malachi?
Remember, kid, I got a part to play in this. Keep narrating. You're doing fine.
Every day, the fisherman bid his wife goodbye.
Goodbye.
The fisherman would fish all day and not get a single bite.
Oh.
Until one day, the line went taut. He pulled out the biggest flounder he's ever seen.
Whoa, you're the biggest flounder I've ever seen.
Why, thank you.
A talking fish. Where'd you learn to talk?
Where all fish learn. In schools.
Well, do you have any last words before I take you home and eat you?
Just one. Please don't eat me.
But I'm hungry, and my wife...
Please don't eat me. And please, don't take me home to your wife.
But if I go home empty-handed, she'll yell at me. What else can I do?
You can let me go. If you do, I'll grant you a wish.
A wish from a fish? Do they also teach you that at your schools?
It's a charter school.
Well, I guess I'm not too comfortable with eating anything that can talk, so you're free to go.
Why, thank you. So, what will your wish be?
My wish is for my wife to get her wish granted.
What?
I want her to be happy.
Because you love her so much?
No, because she doesn't yell at me as much when she's happy.
Oh, makes sense. Well, go tell your wife that a spectacular fish will grant her whatever she wants.
Okay, great, thanks, bye.
Bye.
The fisherman hurried home to tell his wife of their great fortune.
People who live in cottages are way more happy than those who live in huts. So, did you catch anything? Apparently not. I'll guess we'll go hungry again tonight. Yes? What is it?
I did catch him, Michelle.
You did?
Uh-huh. Biggest flounder you ever saw.
Really? Where's this fantastic flounder?
I let it go.
You caught a fish and let it go?
I know it sounds a little strange.
Strange, try ridiculous. Do you have any last words?
Just that the flounder promised to grant you a wish.
Grant me a wish? Why me?
Because I asked it to.
What kind of wish?
I don't know. Anything you want, I suppose.
Anything I want. Well, we'll have to put your stupendous surgeon to to the test, won't we? Go back and tell that bountiful bass that I want a new cottage to replace this dilapidated old hut. And you better hope your conjuring carp delivers.
Suddenly, with a gentle breeze, the hut disappeared.
Holy mackerel, indoor plumbing and everything?
Pretty neat, huh?
I'll say.
So, now we can be happy, right?
We'll see.
But you got what you wished for.
Well, I really didn't believe it the first time. And now I know you're a terrific tune and can do anything. Well, I'd wish for something better.
But this is a cozy little cottage. We could be happy here.
Perhaps. But think how much happier I could be in a mansion.
A mansion? What would you do in a mansion?
Be happy in it. In fact, I won't be happy unless I have a mansion. Go back and tell your sensational salmon to give me my mansion.
I can't do that.
Why not?
You've already had what you wished for.
Well, I changed my mind.
Well, anyway, the farm is probably a long way off by now.
Then what are you waiting for? Go find it.
Torn between the prospects of sorting out the fabulous fish or being whacked on the head by a Better Homes and Gardens magazine, Gene the fisherman sought out the fabulous fish.
Flounder, flounder in the sea, won't you come and speak with me?
Hi there. How do you like your new cottage?
Oh, it's very nice. Thank you so much.
Something wrong?
My wife, Michelle, she's changed her mind.
She doesn't want the cottage anymore.
I don't think so.
What does she want? A mansion?
Actually,
You're joking. She wants a mansion?
she says it'd make her happy.
Fine. Scratch out one cozy little cottage and chalk up one fine mansion.
Suddenly, a powerful wind blew Michelle in the cottage, and it was turned into a mansion. Michelle, last when the wind died down, Michelle found her owner of a luxurious mansion.
With 15 guest rooms and service quarters, this is the life.
Go home, Gene. Your wish has been granted.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait till my friends have my good fortune.
Don't mention it.
But you've been so generous.
No, really. Don't mention it.
Gene the fisherman hurried home, but before he got home, Michelle became quite discontented.
Rats, this is the way it's supposed to be. I want to be treated like a queen, and a queen has a castle.
Hello, dear.
I want a castle.
A what?
You heard me. Go and tell your spectacular snapper to give me my mansion.
But you've got a mansion.
But I want a castle with a throne.
Oh my.
What are you waiting for? Go and get me my castle.
Unhappy, Gene the fisherman hurried away.
Flounder, flounder in the sea, won't you come and speak with me?
What now?
It's my wife.
As if I didn't know. The mansion isn't measuring up.
For the record, I was happy with the cottage, but my wife...
I know. You
I just
want
want
her
her to be happy. Is that wrong?
Kiddo, it's not your job to make her happy. Or mine, for that matter. Happiness is either inside a person, or it isn't. But you did save my scaly skin, so I'm going to give you what you want.
What she wants, which is a castle.
Whatever. Your wish has been granted.
I promise. I really, really promise not to bother you again.
See that you don't.
Suddenly, the nor'easter wind, like it hadn't been seen before, rolled across the sea and battered Michelle in the mansion.
All mine. Mine. Yes. No, something's missing. Whatever could it be?
Honey, I'm home.
Jean,
Yes, my queen?
I'm not happy.
Uh,
No, I'm not.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I like things the way they used to be.
The problem is, I'm thinking too small.
Too small?
I should be thinking bigger.
What's bigger than a castle?
I'm not sure, but I'll think of something.
Okay. We've already got more room. More room than we could care for, all the space for just the two of us?
You could move out. That would free up some room.
But,
No, I think I'd rather have is a palace.
a palace?
Oh, wait, I've got it.
I can't go back.
You've got to.
But the flounder is frustrated.
I know what I want, and I must have it.
Enough is enough. Let it go. Be happy with what you have.
How can I be happy with what I have when I could have anything, everything?
Hey, Michelle, I beg of you.
You go back and tell that great grouper that I want, no, I demand
Don't say it.
Nirvana, paradise. I want to possess the kingdom of heaven itself.
For a moment, all was quiet except for a whimpering fisherman.
No.
Barometers burst, eggs cracked, the dog saw the sea tripped, skyward darted, clocks went backwards, rivers ran uphill. The earth itself struck to its very foundation. Lightning struck around them, boom, boom! And in a half-breath of silence before the whole world winked out of existence in a cataclysmic explosion of total annihilation, the fisherman's wife whispered.
Then again, I might be happy back in our old hut. Sure, this will do, don't you think?
Whatever you want, my dear. I think I'll give up fishing and take a bath, you mean, or raise the night crawls. Something safer than fishing.
Something quiet.
From that day on, the fisherman and his wife lived quietly and peacefully in their little hut by the sea.
The end. And so, taking things were before the wishes, you actually saved the whole universe from total annihilation.
Hey, that's what I do.
Someday, in the far distant future, I wish I have a fraction of your wisdom.
Gee, thanks, Iggy.
All right, then. There's just one more anomaly to review.
Maybe you better skip it.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there something wrong?
It's not that.
It's just that the incident with the woodcutter and his wife doesn't really have the same scale or scope as the others.
Compared to the last one, it might seem, well,
Anticlimactic.
What do you mean?
Well, for starters, there's no thunder or lightning.
No turning sea or shrieking spirits.
Oh, well, what does it have? Come on, out with it. What does your wish involve?
A sausage.
A sausage? Well, be that as it may, I'm sure there's something we can all learn from your, sausage wish. Right? Right?
Right.
Good. So let's have it. Tell us about the woodcutter and his wife and the sausage.
In the deep forests of northern Germany,
Where nothing really earth-shattering ever happens.
lived a hardy woodcutter and his sturdy wife.
Their cottage stood in the shade of a tall, old pine tree.
Their life together was simple, but sometimes severe. But they found ways to keep life interesting.
Oh, horse dear.
Yes, Siglin dear?
Would you be so kind to slice up our last loaf of bread? It's gotten so stale, I can't do a thing with it.
My dear, I'd be delighted. Hi-ya!
Thank you.
Oh, I better be off to cut some wood.
Hey,
Yes?
you forgot to give me that kiss goodbye.
So?
So, are you gonna give it to me or not?
You want me to let you have it?
Play one right here.
You asked for it.
Whew. I'm out of breath.
Me too. I guess we'll have to save that kiss for later.
If you're lucky.
Until tonight then.
Now go, I have chores to do. Hey,
Yes?
while you're out there, do me a favor.
Anything.
I want you to cut down the old tree at the end of the path.
That old green tree, why?
It's blocking the sunlight to my garden, and the pine needles keep getting strapped into our cottage.
But that's a grand old tree.
I don't care, it's gotta go.
As you wish.
Thank you.
And with that, horse hurried to the end of the pathway to get down the old pine tree at the end of the pathway. Buzzwise Singlet stayed inside and tidied up the cottage.
Meanwhile, Horse arrived at the old pine tree and prepared to chop it down.
Hi-ya! What? Who said that?
I did.
I've heard of a talking fish, but never a talking tree. My mind must be playing tricks on me. Hi-ya!
Stop!
What's going on here?
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready to chop you down.
But I don't want to be chopped down.
You are wood, and I'm a woodcutter. It's what I do.
What did I ever do to you?
Well, if you must know, your shade blocks the sunlight into my wife's garden, and your pine needles get tracked into our cottage. It makes a mess.
Can't we work out some type of compromise?
Like what? You can't just get up and move somewhere else in the forest, can you?
Let's see. Nope, guess not. I'm right here.
Well, I'll make this fast.
Wait!
Another idea.
If you promise never to cut me down, I'll grant you and your wife 3 wishes.
3 wishes each, or 3 between the 2 of us?
3 wishes total.
It's a deal. I can't wait to tell Sigalin.
Horse hurried home to tell his wife of their good fortune.
Sigalin!
Blasted pine needles.
Sigalin!
Horse? What are you doing back so soon? Did you cut down the old pine tree?
No.
Why not?
Sigalin, would you please sit down?
I don't have time to sit down. I've been busy sweeping up pine needles. I'm late to starting our supper. Not that serving up stale bread is all time consuming.
Sigalin, would you please sit down and hold your tongue?
Hold my tongue. Hold my tongue?
Didn't mean it like that. Just do as I say.
Fine. You want me to sit? I'll sit. You want me to hold my tongue? I'll hold my tongue. Then. Now, what's so important I can't finish sweeping and starting our supper?
Sigalin?
Yes?
Sigalin?
What is it already?
If anything in the world, in the whole wide world, what would you wish for?
Are you out of your mind? Did you get hit in the head with a wood chip or something? What's wrong with you?
Answer me, this very moment, what do you want the most?
I don't have time to play games.
In the whole wide world, what do you want?
Fine. You want to play games? I'll play. If I could have anything in the world right here, right now, I'd wish for a big, juicy sausage to slice up to serve on our stale bread. There, happy? I wish for a sausage.
Oh.
But it was too late. The wish had been made, and it was instantly granted.
What's that?
It's your sausage.
My sausage.
You wish for it, you wish for a sausage.
Where did it come from?
It's the old pine tree. It's enchanted.
Wait, so you're telling me you got a wish from an enchanted pine tree? And didn't tell me.
I tried.
And I go and wish for a sausage. How could you?
How could I? You're the one who wished for a sausage.
What are you saying by that? My wishes are frivolous? That I'm a noodle noggin?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, how would you like that sausage stuck to your face?
No!
I've already wasted my wish, so what can it hurt?
Sigalin!
Here, smarty pants, I wish that sausage was stuck on your face.
The second wish was sillier than the first.
How many wishes did you get?
3.
3?
3. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I didn't believe you at first when you told me you got a wish, and then it never occurred to me that you got more than one wish. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
You've got a sausage on your face.
I know.
And we only have one wish left.
Just one.
Well, we gotta think this through.
How can I think with a sausage on my nose?
Don't panic. Now's definitely not the time to panic. Now let's see how badly it's actually stuck on.
It's really stuck.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
Ow!
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Ow!
No. What if I give it a quick twist?
Ow, ow, ow! Is it time to panic yet?
No. I got it. Now hold very still. And don't move. Ready?
Wait! Stop!
I want to take off a bit. Just a slice from the top. You won't feel a thing.
No! It's a part of my face now.
It is?
Yes, you can't just go hacking out parts of my face.
Of course not. Well, I must have lost my head there for a second. Come sit down.
You won't try anything?
I promise. You know, Horst, it really doesn't look that bad. I could learn to live with you like that.
Siglin, I have a sausage on my nose.
But we only have one wish left.
Just one.
I'm so sorry.
It's not too late to make it right.
Thank goodness for that. So, are you ready?
Yes.
I wish that sausage was off your face and back on the table.
And that was that.
Well, that was interesting.
You think?
Not the thing that happens every day.
Should hope not.
But hey, at least we get to keep the sausage.
Yeah, but I've also promised never to cut down that old pine tree.
That means more pine needles?
I'm afraid so.
Oh well, life together's never been easy.
But at least we have each other.
Do you still want to give me that kiss goodbye?
Yes?
You're not mad at me?
How can I stay mad at you, my darling dumpling?
All right then.
Here it comes.
Hey, you! Please don't hit me!
I'm not positive, but I bet the woodcutter and his wife lived happily ever after.
Of course they did. Can't you tell a happily ever after when you see one?
Well, well, very enlightening. Gather round, everyone. Let's review. In almost 4 cases, the nearsighted gardener, the stonecutter, the fisherman and his wife, and the woodcutter and his wife, wishes were granted, then reversed, in such a way that each person ended up in the exact same situation as before, correct?
Well, technically yes.
But something changed each time.
They were never quite the same as before.
Because they gained the wisdom that comes from experience.
So even once the wishes were reversed, their body are often the wrong one.
Precisely. And now that you understand this important lesson, I think that you're about right to go out and grant some wishes of your own.
Really?
Wouldn't you like to go out and arrange some happily ever afters?
Yes, oh yes.
My greatest wish.
A dream come true.
Well then, by the power invested in me, by the one who knows our hearts and wishes for us only the best, I now declare you, Chico, Brian, Ansel, and Flagel, are here promoted to wish givers, first class. And remember the lesson you learned here today. Be careful what you wish for.
You might just get it. Hooray!
All right, well, thank you. It's always an